Hello, everyone. This is Beyond Heroes. It is a awesome group of people. We've got TJ Storm playing Keen Deapreth the Eladrin. We've got Lauren Urban playing Orkira Eldrix. Maybe, I don't know.
Wait, I thought we fixed that last time.
No,
I thought we're good. We're good.
No, I will walk away.
I don't know. You know how my plots go. Maybe you're dead. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're alive. Maybe you're a clone. Maybe you're a similar I can't say it. I'm a clone.
Yeah, if you can't say it, yeah.
Schrodinger's PC.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. We've got B. Dave Walters playing Freely, the one arm. We've got who else do we got? We got Hope LaVelle playing Penelope Half Pint. We've got Adam Bradford playing Briv Stillmarrow, aka Shakespeare. I'm calling him Shakespeare from now on. And we've got Alyndra Sarrbarand being played by Jen Kretchmer. I think I mentioned everyone, if that's correct. What?
Yeah.
Me? Oh, and me, Todd Kenreck.
Everything else.
The person who's insane on Twitter. So now, well, there's a couple of interesting things about the show. Number one, we're currently in the city of Wildemount. Also, anytime one of the players or myself rolls a natural 20, someone in chat wins the chance to get a legendary bundle.
We got you with open drive-thrus and delivery.
What is happening right now?
Apparently, you get to win delivery from.
Apparently, Wendy's has breakfast now. Is what's happening.
We are not sponsored. No.
Yeah.
Adam Bradford is the vice president of tabletop.
Organic mention.
Right. Someone at them. We need revenue dollars for this plug.
Adam, if you need us to send you Taco Bell.
Wait, we have tacos? I like tacos.
Does Taco Bell have chicken wings and sweet tea?
Wow.
They don't, alas. I have to go other places for the sweet tea. So
welcome to what we do before the show, which we just continue to do once the show has started.
There it
I
is.
was wondering, I have been all over the world with Adam Bradford, and I have seen them. I've seen him coax sweet tea out of every dining establishment on the planet.
Where there's a will, there's a way, folks.
Yeah, he will show them how to make it.
We're just stalling after that plug that maybe we didn't get Alyndra back. We're just avoiding playing the game now.
Alyndra Sarrbarand is being played by Jen Kretchmer, who is so interrupted by Taco Bell. Please send us free food. And so that's our show. Every time we roll a natural 20, you get a chance to win a legendary bundle. That bundle is all of the D&D books. It's insane. So keep that in mind. And we've got some art to show off. Pen of Smiting, I believe, made another cartoon of us.
Pen of Smiting continues. I every week I am so happy to see any of our fan art, and then of course Pen of Smiting just bringing it again and again and again.
This is the most accurate one yet. It's like, if you hear me screaming, come help me. Yes, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a week by week mood
That should
right
be a
here.
shirt.
Yeah. 100%. 100%.
And then we got a bunch of symbols, actually. Who made the symbols of each character?
Yeah, so they should be listed on the screen. At the Neoma Rose did symbols for all of our characters.
So beautiful.
Yeah, they're incredible. They're incredible.
Oh, am I the last one?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're not the last one.
No, I meant like, is that one for me? I love it.
The Last of Us.
Yeah.
Yep. And so you can go find them on Twitter and go tell them how awesome their logos are for our
Those are
characters.
so cool.
Yes, I love that kind of stuff. I really do. That's super dope. I love mine so much.
Yeah, that's super cool. Thank you.
For those at home looking to play D&D, if you're wondering how we do it, we actually use Zoom. This is a Zoom call, and this is how we actually live stream the show. It's a great piece of software. There's very low lag. It's very easy for us to all play together and role play and have a good time.
Wait, did Zoom sponsor this one?
I was about to say, like, they should now. At Zoom.
Brought to you by Taco Bell /Zoom.
Wendy's has breakfast.
Zoom could deliver tacos.
The spicy way to
don't
video
forget
chat.
to smell your wormwood for no reason.
True. Right. It's like, I'd like to discuss the weight and heft of my level up dice over here. You know, they just feel good in my hands.
Oh, they're so weighty.
So nice.
They're the weightiest of dice.
The weightiest.
And they roll really well.
Yes.
Level up dice.
They're the level up dice.
Who else do we like? Who else do we need to get a sponsor from?
D&D Beyond, I'm fond of a digital tool set that will take your game to the next level.
Staying on brand. B-Dave saying
No
the
one
bread.
knew that we were just going to become an infomercial hour.
You haven't seen our new
Today, with your purchase, you'll also receive.
our new NASCAR outfits that we have with all of the sponsorships on them.
Wait, actually, can I say something serious? And this is really true.
Okay.
A friend, no, I'm serious. A friend of our community, Tess Fowler, is going through some very difficult times personally. She's talked about it on her Twitter. Just send your thoughts, prayers, good vibes, whatever her direction. And even more importantly than that, commission her artwork. She is a goddess. She has done huge things for me personally. I wouldn't have got to do Dungeons & Dragons and Dark and Wish without her. So please toss her a smile. And even better, if possible, toss her a little bit of work.
What's her name?
Tess Fowler. Fowler.
Yeah, she's a wonderful human being.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make it weird, but I'm like, while we're plugging things, I'm like, wait a second.
Let's plug somebody that we actually know and not some random corporation. No, I 100% agree.
That's crazy.
Okay,
All right.
Sorry.
Unless there's any other announcements, I think
There is.
What?
The real announcement. If you, after the show, come to our Discord for the 30 minutes after the show, we're going to be having a chat about the show, and our mods will be raffling off a player's handbook. So after the show, come to our Discord. You can see the Discord link in the chat and chat about the show, and maybe you'll win a player's handbook on D&D Beyond.
I'm like,
That is a weird way to say therapy session, but okay.
Therapy session.
I'd
Absolutely,
like to
come.
talk on Discord.
Okay. All right.
You're all more than welcome.
I think we're ready to watch our intro.
Into the unknown we go. Where we will land, we just don't know. But we will fight on and on and on. No matter what, we will rise with the dawn. Out of the ashes and beyond the night, beyond the masses and into the light. Beyond all time in this adventure we chose. We will never give up. We are beyond heroes. Beyond heroes.
No, we're alive again.
Are we though? Are we alive again?
Yes.
Are we?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
There's a
previously on Beyond Heroes, the gang discovers that Orkira Eldritch was in fact a simulacrum. Then began the very fast journey to return to the city of Rexxentrum, which is the capital city of the Empire in Wildemount. There, once they arrived and sneaked past the guards, they found the dead body using locate object of Orkira Eldritch, and the simulacrum of Orkira Eldritch actually attempted to raise dead and also use divine intervention. She then forced her DM in a manipulative and emotional horrible move to make him roll for her and got a 4 when all she needed was a 10.
Sorry, not sorry.
100.
You made it
And
that way.
Orkira Eldritch, her physical body melted away and suffused with her snow-like form, and she became Orkira Eldritch in actuality, inside of a small crypt amongst all of her friends, with flames exploding around them. And that is where we find them, in the Rexxentrum graveyard at this very moment. Orkira Eldritch is now back to life. It is nighttime, it is raining outside, and what do you do now?
Hey, how quick do we want to get out of the city?
We
again?
must maketh like a banana and split.
Yeah, I've got this horrible feeling like we should probably just leave.
Agreed.
But where do we go?
Dost we have magical means of travel?
Yeah, it's called feet.
It's probably going to be the best way to go.
Freely never left the wagon. I've been keeping guard outside.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you just saw this pillar of flame just explode out of the graveyard, and you didn't hear any screaming, so I don't know. It's up to Freely what you thought happened in there.
No, I didn't hear any screaming. I don't sense any undead. Okay, all right, okay.
Hey, where's Freely? Where do you go?
Hey, you know what? What's really cool is that we're dressed as Crown's Guards, and we have this chance to kind of go around and make people believe that we're Crown's Guards, and I think it'd be really fun.
Do
Okay.
you not wish revenge? I am in my summer. Our friend is alive. Do you not wish blood for blood?
Not really, no, because he seemed really powerful, and the last thing I want is more death. So I'd rather just take our win where we can and go.
Are
Or
you sure you
Kira.
do not wish to burn him into a shadow that exists on the ground forever, so that he cannot do this again?
Oh no, trust me, I really don't want him to do anything like this ever again. There were other things that were going on, which I'll tell you about later, now that I remember them. But anyone who can do what he did is not someone we want to go after right now.
So then where do we go?
Anywhere you want.
Hey, do you guys remember that place with the metal bones that was a lot like Briv? And it was like a dungeon that had stuff in it? Could we go there?
Good.
Sure.
We can't get back in the way we came there because we sealed it off, right?
Oh, I think so.
Well, that's okay. One problem at a time. First, freely, and I'll stick my head out the door and be like, "Hey, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here."
Expeditious retreat, so I move with supernatural speed to fly over and just tackle her in a hug. like a halfling cannonball.
Okay, the first two times sucked. This one's okay, and I will hug him.
Yeah. I'm like, oh
Hi.
my God, hey, hi, hey, wow, it worked. I mean, yeah, no, of course it worked. Of course it worked. We knew it was gonna work. That's why we came back to do it. Yeah, hey, all right, hi,
Thank you.
yeah, mm-hmm. Yeah.
Orkira, I still have a question for you.
Yeah, sure.
Are you connected to your god? Are you connected to the weave?
Yeah, can you feel it?
Todd, am I?
You are.
Yeah, it's great.
So, no attack then?
You mean like now against? I don't even know where to find Killian, and as I said, I don't know if we really want to go after him. I mean,
The level of ability that he clearly has is not one that I think we're equipped to face.
Orkira,
yeah.
do you remember anything?
Oh yeah, I remember a whole bunch of stuff. I just thought we would want to get out of here.
No,
first.
don't remember. I super would like to be in the wagon leaving while you tell us the things you remember. Because Keen, I'm all for Killian. There's something there. I'm gonna find it. But yeah, but I think like right now at this exact second, we should.
My summer flame calms into a spring. Very well. Let's go somewhere else.
I mean, don't get me wrong, buddy. You know, we're always down for violence, but I like if it was like a fight we could win, that'd be good. That'd be good. We need to find out what Orkira knows, because we still don't know why that guy did that. That was a lot of magic to use to send the simulacrum with us instead of just blasting our friends. So we at least need to know what he was after before we unwittingly fall into a trap again. Maybe.
Oh, I think I have an idea. He wanted me to destroy a whole bunch of people in Jorhus.
I was right.
Yeah, no, you were totally right. High five.
I'm like, Penelope, bring it in. I was right.
What? Oh, okay.
Why? Wait, why?
I don't know, because he's an asshole.
No, there must be some bigger reason than that. And also, where is that?
Where is Jorhus?
That's where we were going. That's where the Bright Queen is. That's why I remember how he said, "Oh, you gotta go see the Bright Queen if you want to fix the thing that we did to you." Yeah, it was a big trap. And trust me, and Orkira will like pointedly look at Keen and say, "I am not happy about that at all. I would really like to have more than strong words with him, but I also don't want to get everybody killed in the process. So why don't we just go?"
Yeah.
While I do not believe that whoever this person is too powerful and would not fall before our might, if everyone else feels that way, then I suggest we figure out why we would want to stay in this horrible, horrible place where everyone is being persecuted and hated. Can we please return home? What is our next move?
I think next move is out of this giant city.
Yeah, let's just go. Let's get out of here, and then we can talk and we can strategize. We can always sneak back in if we decide. But like right now, let's get out of this graveyard and out of this city.
Should we
Everything
don
comes
the
with it.
costumes and prepare to walk out in the morning with the great exodus that the merchants no doubt will do? Just slide in with them and go out with them.
Let me.
Wait, why do we need to wait? We can just leave. I mean, look at us.
Yeah, let me
Because
guess
at
the idea
night,
there, buddy.
unless we crawl over the wall, we will be targets, and we are not all wall crawlers. But
I mean,
we will be the only ones exiting at night because most do not travel at night.
Mr.
But I
DM,
will do as you wish.
is that true? Is the gate closed? Like the way we came in, is it still open?
You don't know. You'll have to go check out the gate to know. While you're having this conversation, Orkira Eldrex's hands are constantly shaking, and as are her wings. She seems exceptionally frail and weak. She has a great deal of muscle tremors happening all over her body. And
I will go gather food from the cart
Rest
so
here.
that she may. I will begin to cook a wonderful dinner of the brightest of vegetables and fruits. Those are the fullest of sugar, and it will feed her muscles and wings.
In the graveyard?
And Briv refuses to eat.
Are we doing this in the graveyard, or are we?
Why not? It is quiet, it is safe, and we can see people come in a mile away.
It's true.
Aren't we in a sarcophagus though? Like we do have
We're in
like,
a
walls. right?
Mausoleum.
We're in a
Mausoleum.
mausoleum right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Although a mausoleum that was just blasting with fire. Is this do I know what's going on? Is this more than just the residual from coming back from the dead, or is
This
this
is the
something
residual from coming back from the dead.
else? Okay. All right.
Yeah,
So
you've
she's
got
not
a
worried.
minus to strength checks and saving throws and just about everything else.
Yeah. Yep. -4 to everything. That's okay.
How many days does that last?
Every time I take a long rest, it goes down by 1. So 4
Okay.
days.
All right.
Does anybody have a good reason to not leave at this exact second?
I am cooking.
We can make a fire in the cart, buddy. Let's go. This place is terrible. Let's at least try.
Keen, make a survival check.
I feel like making a fire in the cart is not the best of ideas, if that is what the survival is for. My survival check suggests that I am 17.
You get halfway through cooking a excellent meal, and I don't think the mausoleum has ever smelt this good.
Well, now we have to stay. I mean, can you smell that? That's awesome.
I'm still gonna wait out in the cemetery, at least kind of stand watch in the door of the mausoleum. Like I believe death is imminent, so that's they're like head on a swivel.
If it seems we're going to stay here for the evening, I can cast a tiny hut, and we can stay here for the evening.
Can we?
Death may well be imminent, but I do go outside and I take him some crackers and olives.
Oh, I
Here you go.
There's always time for hors d'oeuvres.
Oh, you made the olives. Oh, thanks, man. I love that.
Absolutely. He's already pitted them too. I mean, that's
They're
impressive.
pre-pitted.
Yeah. Can we
Man.
split the difference? Can we just have dinner and then find out if we can even leave?
I mean, Eladrin really are better elves. It's true.
Even Keen's toothpicks are shaped like his glaive. Yeah.
Must
so
have
far.
style. We do not have to be drab just because we are eating in this place of death. Tried the cheese.
Where'd you pick up cheese
Cheese.
from?
I thought it was all vegetables. Give me the cheese.
I look around the cemetery and I see if there's any headstones that clearly are new soldiers that died in the most recent conflict, the one we witnessed with the Dark Elves.
Yeah.
And I
absolutely.
do leave like little offerings, like I'll leave like a cracker here, like like a bite of the cheese there, like little things on their tombstones. Like
Briv eventually finds his way out of there, and he's just kind of walking and keeping on guard, and he sees that someone has carelessly left cheese lying about on all of these, and so he begins to, mine lucky day, huzzah. Just
It's
eating
it freely
all the free cheese that's everywhere.
He freely notices it's gone after he does that. I'm gonna be like, oh, they like
He
the
accepted my
offering.
offering.
Oh,
God.
yes. Oh, be at peace, noble warriors. Be at peace.
Somewhere there's
Freely,
a
you get a
really
point of
pissed off squirrel.
inspiration.
Yay!
Briv, I have no way of taking one away from you.
Penelope's gonna kind of go off in the graveyard, not far, just kind of around the corner, and just be like, Mr. Traveler, or I did it. I did a thing, and I tricked people, and just like you said, and it was really funny, and I've never lied like that before. Oh my gosh!
Wind suddenly picks up, and all of the trees in the cemetery just start to groan and creak for a moment. And the full moon comes out from underneath the rain clouds for a second and shines down directly on you.
That's all. I'll do better. I can do more. I'll do more.
Keen, you finished the meal. Briv, I'm gonna say 9 out of 10 times you got cheese, and vegetables and crackers. You may have gotten some pebbles and some other things that weren't meant to be ingested. So it's a little column A, a little column B.
I mean, let's be clear. If it was a vegetable that he spits it out,
then no way. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, what is everyone else going to be taking a long rest, hanging out in the graveyard? Any other offerings? Any prayers?
To Orkira, primarily.
I don't know if there's much except rest. It's just a lot of resting. I mean, coming back from the dead is kind of tiring.
Then I guess I'm protecting you should anything happen, even though I think we're fairly safe. And I'll continue reading my Secrets of Dunamancy book.
Okay, you do so. Is anyone taking a watch?
I will watch as long as I can until somebody can relieve me, because I don't know that I could sleep here even if I wanted to.
Yeah, well, and I meditate, so I'm aware during any.
And you've got the tiny hut up, right?
Yeah, and we're in the tiny hut. But
okay.
I
will, as everybody starts to settle down, I'll sit down and I'm gonna hardcore think. My God, this is awesome. So, hi, thank you.
All right. If there are no more thank yous, everyone manages to get a long rest.
Oh, there'll be more thank yous later, but I'm tired. And she just is out. Hey, Todd?
Yes.
Do I get to pick new spells?
You do.
Yay!
I am a benevolent DM.
I am so excited.
That's a bit strong.
Yeah.
Hey, you get to do the thing that your class lets you do again. Yay. No, I am very happy. And now I only have a -3 to everything. Yay.
DM Todd is hard but fair.
Exactly.
When
it's fair.
at a time when I'm on watch, when I'm kind of by myself, I activate the ring again that talks to Toma.
Hello, it is very late.
Well, I thought that you would want to know this. We got our friend back. It was a trap. It was supposed to hurt your people. I don't know all the details, but
very specifically, can you tell me how?
Well, remember I told you that we thought our friend was our friend, but our friend was dead, and we had a duplicate of our friend.
Yes, you have a lot of drama for someone calling me.
It's a lot of. I know I'm very small, but I'm in the middle of things. But that duplicate was supposed to hurt your people. I don't understand this war, Toma. I don't know what you're fighting about. I don't even know where you guys are. But we're not trying to make it worse. So just maybe keep an eye out.
Thank you for your honesty. If you find out more information, please let us know.
Oh, and thank you for the horses. They were a lifesaver.
It was my pleasure.
And then I hang up, or whatever version of that is. I'm like, power off.
I just
You hang up. No, you hang up.
Awkwardly putting a sending stone on a grave. Is it off now?
Do not words. Yeah.
Do not words. The famous Rocky Talkie thing that you have to say to a sending stone.
Rocky Talkie.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So, without further ado, morning breaks. And it's a lovely morning. It's not raining. The sun is out.
Under a silent spell.
Everything is covered in flowers. I have walked around and found flowers. They have been left just on top of stones. And what a waste. So I have collected them all and covered the entire inside of the room with flowers so that everyone can wake up to a beautiful breakfast of vegetables and fruits and cheese and olives and some crackers that were left over from last night. Good morning.
Let us be clear, there was no cheese left over.
Absolutely.
I gotta ask Briv, what does cheese do to a half-orc?
I mean,
It's
it
your choice.
probably just regulates, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
So-
probably.
Regulator!
Probably brings everything back into balance. So
Okay, that's true.
regulators, mount up.
Mount up.
Mount up.
Yeah.
Yep. It casts a halfling repellent field, is what it does.
I didn't think we could do a Young Guns reference this episode, but somehow we found it.
So as we're having breakfasts, which I think is just leftovers from last night, but no cheese, Orkira will say, so I remember a bunch of stuff, and I don't have a lot of answers, but I can at least tell you what I remember. I kind of remember what happened to us just before we got into here, like Wildemount. Those 3 days we're missing.
What? Yes.
So we were on a glacier and something attacked us, like out of the ice. And I think that's why we had the ice around us when we appeared. I think like a whole section of us and the ice just got teleported. And whatever attacked us made us attack each other. It was kind of scary. And Alyndra, you used that box, the cubic gate. You used that to get us away before we all killed each other.
What? Why would we fight each other?
It was like something was eating my memories. I think that's also why when we showed up, we remember how it took us a while to remember who we were and why we were there. So I don't.
Is something still eating our memories?
I don't know. I
Do
just
you recall what the creature was?
do I?
Something exploded out of the ice. It covered you in kind of an oozy-like substance, and then you weren't sure if you were drowning in the sea or you're drowning in goo itself at the moment. And that's what you remember.
I'll say that and say whatever that was. That's why we ended up here. Is I think Alyndra, you probably were just trying to get us out of there before we all attacked each other.
Now that we know this, is this ringing any bells? Like, I mean, are we remembering any of these things now we've been told?
You are not remembering anything that she's talking about.
Freely is recalling that I was on fire and upside down on a sign, and I'm just kind of doing a mental inventory of which one of them could have done that to me. I'm like,
Do I remember? First off, do I remember why Freely was upside down on fire on a sign?
Oh yeah, you hit him with fire.
Oh, okay.
Freely was attacking you, and you struck him. You struck him
Okay.
down.
So
Orkira suddenly looks incredibly guilty, but before she says anything, do I also remember why I had diamond dust in my hand?
You saved someone's life who immediately had died. You,
Okay.
Penelope Half-Pint had been killed.
So the good news is we got out of there before lasting problems, but yeah, something was making us fight each other.
But I awoke on my back covered in goo.
can anyone detect curses?
I mean, sure. now that I can switch my spells out.
Would you check and see if we're under a curse? If our
She's
memories
so
have been-
happy right now.
Yeah, I know. That's a weird flex. We get it.
Listen-
Oh, I have divine power. Okay.
Listen,
I can
DM,
use things in the player's handbook. Huh?
I can actually do things. Yay! Where is my? Because I haven't picked all of my spells yet, so
I have damaged you, all of you. So
I am
horribly.
so excited. Actually, I don't know if I could detect curses now that I said that. I think I can only detect evil and good, magic, poison, and disease.
Okay.
I can remove
What?
curse.
I can
is-
bestow it. I can remove it. I mean, perhaps it's worth just.
Then just remove it.
That's what I'm
If we have
thinking.
something, then we can just
Well,
do that.
you did that to Freely.
He
and
lost
so-
an arm.
Yeah, but
That was not my fault.
I'm not saying it's your fault or a bad thing. I'm saying if removing curse fixed other things besides the immediate concern, wouldn't Freely remember things right now?
Well, yeah, it's. I didn't really know,
Perhaps
but
it's one application for one curse.
well, I realized I was somewhat distracted by having my arm bitten off. But now that they've pointed this out, did I feel different after the remove curse?
You did not. I mean, other
Okay.
than no longer being
yeah.
physically and mentally addicted to a cursed ancient sword from a burial ground for demigods and gods.
Hey,
Other than
I
that, no, you
could've-
felt totally normal.
I could have quit that cursed sword whenever I wanted to. Okay.
Don't pick up things in a graveyard, man. You're
I mean-
more scared of the graveyard you're in right now than the god graveyard.
I am a high charisma, low intelligence character. Okay.
I mean, if you want, I can cast it again, but
I couldn't tell any difference. I mean, again, my mind was kind of elsewhere, and I kind of hold up but I'm like, but I didn't feel any different.
Played
The
for no
sort-
reason.
The sort of memory loss that we're talking about can be caused magically by something that can be fixed with the removal of a curse. But if it didn't work on Freely, then I would assume it won't work on any of us.
Those with Arcana or any kind of magical background that includes Eldritch Knights, you can make an Arcana check to try to figure out what spell would be necessary to remove any kind of.
That would be a natural 20.
Hey!
Huzzah.
It's a
Natural
30,
20.
32.
That's
wow.
Wow. Okay. So very someone in chat has a chance to win the legendary bundle. You will see the raffle going off right now. You know that restoration will absolutely cure whatever magic disease someone has. Is very likely. You're not 100% sure, but you know that that's the spell that would do it.
So I'm not looking at a modified memory. I'm looking at something that needs restoration.
Yeah.
What
Okay.
size restoration do you know?
Yeah. Do I know?
Mm, 1 second. Talk amongst yourselves.
Hasn't someone? Oh, didn't we use a lesser restoration on someone already?
You
At
used
least
a
once?
greater on me, but it was the simulacrum me, so who
Right.
knows?
So that wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like we tried something similar.
And it did, I mean, greater restoration did work. It brought back a memory, but
Yeah. Right.
I don't know if that's indicative of I don't know if we can gauge by what was going on with Snow Me.
Okay, you
So-
do know that a greater restoration or heal spell would probably untangle this weave, this knot that is in someone's brain when it comes to modify memory or something else like that.
I will relay that information.
Well, I can do greater restoration as long as we've got the diamonds for it. Which I don't. You know, story of my life.
A thought. Were there any diamonds in the vault?
If you had diamonds, I would have told you that you acquired diamonds. Yeah.
Well, but just in the vault, did we see any that we didn't get to take?
Yeah, there were a lot of personal items. You're not sure that there were diamonds. You can't have a way of knowing, but there was plenty in the vault at the time.
Would it be worth getting to see if we could procure some for you?
I am never gonna say no to stuff that's gonna bring y'all back from the dead, especially after everything you just did for me. I will say, for greater restoration, I don't need a lot. I need, it's like what the gnome got us, a little bag of like 100 gold pieces worth of dust. So that's not quite so bad.
Okay.
I'm a little hesitant to go. I'm a little hesitant to stay in the city.
Then
Mostly,
let's go and see what we can find out in the wilderness, I suppose.
there is
I'd
one
really
other.
like to leave.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
because diamond dust is laying around in the wilderness very frequently.
Or at least go back to Upper Duke and we can try just partying again. That would be nice.
I mean, you can actually
That
enjoy
was
it.
fun.
I have
But it
no
didn't get a
objection
chance.
for going back to Hoopadook.
Well,
I
but
like Hoopadook. In fact,
I-
we should leave now. We
Well-
can probably be there by noon if we leave immediately.
well,
That
we
is
did.
just a suggestion.
I'm with my homie Penelope on the dungeon crawl because remember we thought about going in there to find coins and gems and quite frankly adventure, and I would like a fight that made sense for once. So I'm voting go back to the dungeon. Maybe we'll find out more about Briv.
If
Yeah,
this is a
true.
vote, I will go Hoobastank.
I know all I do need to know about myself, but I am happy to go back to that dungeon if it means that we can restock and resupply.
I don't disagree. I'm curious about the history of this place and the people, but perhaps we could find information there. But I also wouldn't mind another evening of adventure in Hoopadook.
2 for Hoopadook, 3 for the dark place. Anyone else? Anyone?
I'm going wherever you want to go.
3 for Hoopadook, 3 for the dark place.
Wait a second.
I'll count it. You know what is. You are sick. So
Let
have some cheese.
us go to Hupper Duke. I almost got it. Let us go there by way of the dungeon, so we can do both because the other is on the way to that
That's
place
true.
that is so hard to say.
I like it. I like it because then we have to go
Though-
find the Bright Queen after that.
Though may I raise...
No, we can't go. We don't want to go to the Bright Queen. No.
Yeah, but it's we go to one and then the other and then the Bright Queen will be
But
ready
we've
by then.
discovered that the Bright Queen is a trap, Penelope. It's probably not the best place for us to go.
Well, then we'll be the trap, and we're gonna be a trap that springs the trap.
Well, but
I'm not
you
quite
already
sure
did.
that's
I
how it
like thine
works.
spirit.
No, I see where she's going with this.
okay.
I actually like it. Spring, Hoopadook, spring break, Hoopadook. Yes, we are forward. I go get the wagon and get it filled.
Right.
But may I raise one issue about the dungeon? Is that the hag is still there?
Well, we can go overland over the Hag and then down back in the hole that we made, and
Fair
we're kind
enough.
of on the, yeah.
Done and done.
Yes, let's do it. I'm ready.
Onward.
Let's do
Alright.
it.
Everyone gets into the wagon?
I will
Yeah.
activate the ring of invisibility because I still think that maybe I might be noticeable in this city. So as soon as we step outside, I'm gonna be like, all right, I'm following along, and I just vanish.
All right. I
As-
need...
And just in case that someone is trying to track her, I am going to put non-detection on her.
Okay. You cast non-detection on
I
Orkira
do.
Eldritch. The rest of you, I'm gonna need deception checks. Damn it, TJ. Just working that background scene, that mise en scene.
It's on scene.
I need deception checks from everyone to seem super casual as they're moving around in a wagon dressed as Crown's Guard, making sure everyone's outfits are on properly, that kind of thing. I
18.
expect- 18. Okay. Weirdly, Penelope found the one halfling Crown's Guard outfit that fits.
15 for me.
Okay.
I'm going
One
to give myself
on the die.
guidance because I have a feeling.
Oh.
With a 5 total.
It's that midriff that he's got.
It is.
Tis hard
Wait.
to hide all of this keg abs that Briv has.
I heard a wait. Is someone has someone foreseen?
I was trying
I
to.
have foreseen
today.
this fashion
and also,
statement.
this is what I swear my foreseeing roll was for the
Oh
day.
my god. It's a natural
So,
20 or
It was
two?
another natural 20, which won't activate until I actually use it because it doesn't exist in reality.
Well,
until
we've
I
already
use it.
played the graphic on the screen now.
Yeah, so
we
I
gotta
guess
give
we're
it
having
away.
to give something away.
Oh man, you're
Yay!
welcome.
Yeah, though you rolled a natural 20 that technically doesn't exist yet. I'm
Yeah,
amused by this
Whoa.
You
idea.
both have
Yeah.
won a legendary bundle, but also have not won a legendary bundle.
You
Very neat,
rascals
We had
will not get
Schrodinger's
it
Orkira,
later.
now we have Schrodinger's bundle.
There it is. We have foreseen and not foreseen. You winning and not winning.
Yes. That's the
and
most
I have
diviner
a-
thing.
And now you know a lot
15
about
on my
Unimancy,
deception.
everyone. Okay.
Yeah, it's true.
So Briv went from having, I don't know, his shirt on backwards and his beefy arms sticking out to he just got it right. He got everything right as if their ways were known to him. He's just full on Muad'Dibing this.
So wait, I have to burn that portent now?
Yeah, you got to burn that portent.
Oh,
Or
okay.
you can let it be interesting with
No,
Briv completely
fine.
fumbling.
I will burn the portent. That's fine.
I would just like to say, in my mind, Briv looks exactly the same. We just found a guard that's into it.
Yeah.
I was gonna give him guidance, not spend a portent. So,
Huzzah.
but I will. That's fine. We'll
Okay.
use it.
On the other
Yeah,
hand,
you were
I
you were
must
eyed
say-
suspiciously, and somehow Alyndra managed to like distract. Somehow she knew that this moment was coming, and made
I
sure
saw him
Briv
go
was.
to walk out the door, and I was like, "No, not like that. Go back to your room and change.
Alyndra licked her
Thou art
hand and
not
like,
Go back to your
mother.
alcove and change those clothes, Briv. Those are not your.
Thou
need to-
art not mine mother. But
I
I
certainly
shall.
have to act like it, don't I?
I
thought
am
this-
well dressed, but because I rolled a 5, I cannot keep myself from singing because I'm in my spring. Good morning, we slept all night through. Good morning to you and you and you and you. And I just dance on my horse as we pass through the gates.
give me a performance check.
To stay
Oh,
up late. Good morning. Good
Ins-
And you can't see
Inspiration.
her
No,
because
I
she's
give it-
invisible in the back. But
I
she's
give him inspiration. It's like sparklers, and I'm like, like jazz hands.
Briv is
no.
beatboxing.
Do I get
Pene-
an inspiration?
Penelope is the
I
only
bardic
one,
inspiration.
the only one
D6.
at the front being
Thank you.
serious for once.
Yep.
With the
Natural.
inspiration, it is a 23.
God.
Your enthusiasm is so infectious.
So you walk by 3 Crown's Guard. One of them has a large scar right through a milky white eye. Another clearly recently hurt and damaged from the recent incursion. Another limping, angrily eyeing you suspiciously. And then they all start whistling. And they start dancing in time with King.
Good morning.
Just turned into Bollywood. I'm for it.
Yep. And then a bird lands on Penelope Halfpine's shoulder for no reason. Right. You get to the gates. Hold. What business do you have? Why are you leaving the city at this moment?
Oh,
Because this is a horrible place.
we're leaving now because we have done what we came here to do. We searched every corner of this city and found no dark elves, so we must now go look elsewhere. Thank you, sir.
Roll a deception check for me, Penelope Halfpine.
You have guidance on this. I cast guidance.
Is that a D6?
D4.
D4. It's a natural 20!
Hey.
Oh boy!
We're making up for
Alright,
last
you
week, and where every
animals.
natural 20
Yeah.
was like sad, all the natural
Yeah.
20s today are happy.
All right, so someone in chat wins a chance to win a legendary bundle, and we're not even halfway through the show. Okay,
Woo.
so you completely the guard is so taken with clearly your professionalism, Penelope Halfpint, and the guard, the wonderful way that you put on your uniform has been impeccable. The presence of your halfling nature, and also a little bit of your luck. They wave you through, and they forget to even look at your papers. Move along. And you move out of the gates of Rexxentrum.
And once
Look-
we are far enough away, you hear the invisible sigh of relief from Orkira in the back of the cart. All right, let's never go back there again.
I said that last time though, so is everyone here? Is everyone alive? Is everyone else? Wait a second. If anyone else were simulacrums, would you know, Alyndra?
We would know by now because they would not have been able to heal or recover their abilities. So, as far
Makes
as we
sense.
can tell, everyone is who they are. Keep track of your personal effects like toenail clippings, hair, blood, limbs.
I mean, Briv
Oh,
does that, but
freely.
that's just
Let's
weird.
hope no one gets that arm.
I hold up the little pouch because I took the bag with the arm like, well, you know,
Well,
what are they
good.
gonna? They could make an evil duplicate of me. That'd be cool. I wonder if he'd have like a sweet goatee.
Yeah, he holds up the bag and you see the perfect imprint of a sword in it. And you don't see an arm.
Like, no, there's an opportunity here. It's fine. No, we're gonna come back to that.
Did the bag eat your arm?
Oh yeah, you weren't there for that. Yeah,
It was not
Well, I
me.
was there, but I wasn't there. Part of me was there. Yeah.
Yeah, no, a lot happened. Mistakes were made.
Wait, freely, is your arm still in there?
Well, I mean, you know, the bag was sort of like, oh, you know, and just
It's
sort
not.
of like.
Do you see? I can see the sword, but I can't see your.
I don't know.
That's what I'm
Well, I
saying.
mean,
Did the bag like digest your arm?
I don't know. You want me to open it? No, I'll take the sword back out. We can see.
No.
No,
No.
I don't want to take the sword out, but
Oh.
no.
You know,
like,
there's
can you feel it from the outside?
no,
Can
there's
you-
just no good answer to this question though. Like that, I just
As you feel around the bag, the sword literally shrinks in your hands, almost like a magician trick, and disappears inside the bag. The outline of the sword is gone. And the
I
bag
definitely do not open the bag.
physically appears to be empty.
Yeah, but I'm like, Alyndra.
Do I know anything about what this could be?
Okay,
How this
last
could be
time we knew
working?
about bags. We're not going to do anything. We're not going to open any bags or go into any bags. Okay, everybody?
No, we should never trust any bags given to us by Avon.
No.
No, I'm not opening this bag. But Todd, do I
The
feel
Avon
it?
Bag Supply Company, not a trustworthy brand.
Do I feel the presence that I felt before talking to me?
No, that presence is gone. Yeah, if you're talking about the presence of the sword,
Yes, that's what I'm
Yeah,
specifically talking about when the sword was talking to me.
yeah, that's correct.
Okay, all right.
And
I do
absolutely
hand.
trust the Avon Bagging Company.
I do that again. That's strong. But I do hand the allegedly empty bag over to Alyndra to put in her bag of holding. Oh wait, is that
Wait,
going to
wait.
destroy reality?
No,
wait,
yeah,
wait,
no,
wait,
I'm
wait.
not-
No,
you
don't.
need to
Hold
hold
on.
on
Again,
to that.
I want
That's
very
not-
specific on what you just did.
No, I mean, yeah, no, I was just going to hand it to her. She's smarter than me, but okay, if they're saying keep it, I keep it.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, we're saying just don't put a
But
bag in a
what,
bag.
what I'm wondering is, can with my knowledge of magic, do I know what just happened here? Was it digested? Was it ported somewhere? Can I cast Identify to find out? For
You've
sure?
had mixed experience with bags. This you can cast Identify if you want to. You can take the time as you guys are riding
Sure,
in the
it
wagon.
won't take that
So.
long. I guess while we're sitting in the cart.
Although while she's
Not much
doing
else.
this, I'm like, Orkira, so
Hi.
I do want to know what was the other you supposed to do when we got there?
Well, so I know what I was supposed to do. I don't know exactly what the outcome was supposed to be. So they wanted me to go, and once we got to Jorhas, I was gonna lock myself in a room and summon the Phoenix, which was gonna kill a lot of people, which would have been bad. But I remember overhearing something that makes me think they didn't think that was actually gonna happen, but just sending me on that mission was going to cause distrust. So I don't exactly know who it was supposed to be a trap for. All I know is that if it had worked, I would have killed a lot of really innocent people, which sucks. Which is why Keen's wanting to go extract revenge was kind of something I would love to do, but in the long term, that's probably not a good idea.
Who was it that did this again?
Well, the only one I know of specifically was the guy Killian. He had a lot of help. There was that weird darkness in the corner. I don't know exactly what that was about.
Have any memory of what that is now?
Do I have anything except that moment and where I overheard them
No.
talking?
No, you don't.
No, I remember his creepy darkness, but yeah, at some point Killian was talking to creepy darkness, and they said the plan was really just that they found out that the Empire tried to send me. So
Do you remember was the creepy darkness speaking common? Was it speaking some? Did it sound like I did when I was in a lithid? Remember when I was all? Was it like that?
I don't remember hearing the darkness speak at all. I know something's in there, but otherwise, I have no.
Was
right?
the darkness just the other version of thyself?
I don't think so. I mean, wouldn't I remember if I was in the darkness? But no. Killian was talking to someone in the darkness, but I don't remember seeing or hearing anybody. So I think he was in charge, but he wasn't the only one doing things. This is why I just wanted to get out of Jorha, or I wanted to get out of Rexxentrum and just leave, because I feel like we're trying to be caught up in a whole bunch of political crap, and I don't really want to be told to go kill people.
I am trying to just simply get home and get away from this entire horrible plane of existence.
As you continue in the wagons and having this discussion, you find you are well out of Rexxentrum. You're several miles out at this point, and however, in your wagon, you come across several trees that have been downed across the road.
What happened here?
Is this the same way we came? What would have been yesterday?
Yes.
Penelope will get
man.
out to investigate with nature, see exactly what happened here.
Okay, make a nature check.
I'm gonna go be sneaky while she does this. Just hop off my horse and vanish.
Okay.
That is a dirty 20.
Okay, wow. You examine, you go around the trees and the grass, you see large footprints, and these trees have been pushed to the point of breaking across the road.
These trees have been pushed. Briv?
Hail, Penelope.
What's something that's stronger than you?
I don't believe anything is.
The smell of his feet.
Okay. Then Briv, do you remember pushing down trees at all?
Oh, no, this was not me unless I did it in my sleep.
Oh. Yeah, okay. Yeah, these trees have been pushed down.
Are these trees like, are we talking redwoods? Are we talking birch trees? Like what size trees
Pine
are we
trees.
looking at?
Large pine trees.
Okay. Do they look like they were pushed down like mechanically? Like, does it look like the kind of thing where
No, something just physically pushed them down.
are there any marks on them that we can find? that
There's like
could be-
claw and almost like paw marks, you think?
Are they
Slashing?
only in front of the road as though blocking the road, or is there like a swath of them through the forest?
There's about 5 that have been downed in the forest.
Penelope, dost thou think this is something I can ride?
The trees?
No, whatever pushed them down.
Penelope's not listening. She actually puts her hand to the ground and like closes her eyes. And for a moment, you see her her hair sway in the wind as she almost becomes so still as she communes with nature. My 5th level spell.
Okay, tell me about commune with nature.
So I briefly become one with nature and gain knowledge of the surrounding territory within 3 miles. The spell doesn't I get to know pretty much everything. And
Everything?
no, I don't get to know everything.
Everything.
Uh,
Win the game right now.
hang on,
At level 5.
I get to know about the terrain and bodies of water, plants, minerals, celestials, fae, fiends, elementals, influence on other planes of existence, and buildings.
Okay.
Cast summon exposition.
Yes.
You
Summon map.
You literally can hear like the streams in the forest and the leaves in the trees, and you can feel the wind moving around you. And you can even hear the worms churning in the earth itself. And you hear just a thud, 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 way too loud and too small at the same time of feet running rapidly, faster and faster and faster. And you think you hear breathing all around you.
Oh. Can I tell which direction that stomping is going? Is it towards us or away?
There is stomping heading directly towards you. I am not messing everyone. I actually just rolled a natural 20. So someone wins a legendary bundle.
Natural 20 on what?
Yeah, right?
Rocks fall, everybody dies.
Trees fall.
Briv Stillmarrow, I expect that you are probably in the very front of the wagon at this moment, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
That's where I like to
So
be.
something jumps from one of the trees and shoves a long 7-foot blade, no, let's say 5-foot blade directly into his shoulder and leaps on top of him. And it's a full-blooded, crazed orc with a giant blade coming directly out of its wrist. And another blade coming out of the other wrist as well. And its eyes are completely white and you almost see no sentience in its face as drool is coming down its broken teeth. But its teeth, even though they've been broken, are completely made of steel. And you take a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Be careful,
and you
there's
take 12
more of
points of slashing damage, piercing damage.
12?
Yep.
Okay. I'm definitely going to act here if and when I'm able to, but
yeah, everyone roll initiative. That was a surprise. So okay, that's low.
Oh, that was bad.
18 for me.
Okay.
I got an 18 as well.
Wow, okay.
18.
We're a well-oiled machine. We all know what to do. Spread out.
All right, 3 18s.
No. I'm a 3.
Okay. 3 18s and Alyndra.
And I'm 17.
Okay.
Oh.
You're 7. Okay.
Throw them up in chat if you would be so kind.
That's what I'm doing. And I got a 14. I got a 17, so I didn't quite make the 18 cut.
Briv,
no, but that's the plan, though. Like the three of us are like, go, and then you.
Briv, you get the first action.
I simply am going to. That tickles, and I'm going to. So where is it positioned? You said that it got on top of
it jumped directly behind you on the wagon and just shoved its blade right into your back. So you are staring out towards the horses, and this thing jumped up behind you and just backstabbed you.
Okay, but is it on the wagon now with me?
Yes, it is on the wagon with you.
Okay, and I have a blade protruding through my body.
That's true, but you're not grappled or any kind of
Got it. Okay, so I am going to simply, after I shout that out, I am going to try to essentially roll off the wagon. I saw this in my head as I'm on the left and he like is here, and basically going to roll off the wagon trying to land on him, but I'm trying to do so in a way that I kind of roll over onto my feet, and then I'm going to attack.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Right. That is a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
And let's see, are we going to do, I'm trying to see if I'm going to just keep attacking. Yeah, I'm going to keep attacking. So I'm going to go in and make a second attack is what I'm saying. So that one is a 22.
Okay.
So I, take the great sword swing down through and kind of slice through again, and that did. Math is hard, folks. That is a total of 28 points of damage.
Wow. Okay, yeah, you slash into it, and as you do so, the flesh is like severing and opening up as you cut into it, and you realize that this thing is a patchwork of grafts all over its body, whereas its face is orcish in nature. You slash through some of its armor and you see this kind of putrid, almost greenish, warted flesh that has been sewn onto it in multiple places, and it's a varying different darkening colors of green. Some of it's yellow. This is not orc flesh that's been grafted onto this thing.
Okay, is it still alive?
It's still alive. Not only
Okay.
is it still
Franken
alive,
orcs?
it appears to be healing.
Okay,
All right.
that's all I'll do for now.
King Depreth, you were an 18 as well?
He's 17. It's
Oh, you're
Penelope
17.
and I are 18s.
Okay, Penelope, what are you doing?
So because I was communing with nature, I had all the breaths that are all around us. She's in protection of her friends mode. So she slams down her foot and she throws her arms up and she casts a wind wall about 20 feet out and around the entire carriage so that anything that tries to come through will have to make a strength saving throw.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So if there are more that are coming, we're now protected by them.
Because you cast the spell previously, you can see them. You can see other orcs rushing through the forest almost mindlessly, all of them with various weapons protruding from their bodies. And they start hitting the wind wall and slowing down.
Okay. There's so many of them. Be careful, everybody.
All right. Now it's B Dave, correct?
Yes, it's a big old freela. Can I also see the orcs on the other side of the wall?
Yeah, you see them running for the wall.
I'm gonna hit fairy fire on the biggest clump I can within a 20-foot group, so that if they make it through, anyone that fights them will have advantage.
Okay.
So they have to beat a Dex 15 or they get lit up.
Okay.
Literally.
So how many of the...
It's a 20-foot cube, so you tell me how many that is.
Yeah.
I just try and drop it on the largest concentration of them that I can see.
Wow. Okay. Three of them are running. Two of them save. One has fairy fire on them.
Okay, so one will have advantage if anybody goes after that one. Okay.
Okay. Who's next? That would be Keen now, correct? All right.
How many of these things am I seeing from my horseback?
There are 3 approaching from the left and 3 from the right.
This is a wonderful day. Multiple enemies in the wide open wilderness. I feel very optimistic about this. I say the first word of the Eldritch language, and I say it from the top of my horse. Then I jump off of my horse and flip to the ground, hit it in a very cool pose, and I say the second syllable of the magic of the Eldritch Knights. That is where I leave my second image of the mirror images. Then I roll and back handspring into my final position and call my glaive into my hand. This is where I leave the third of my mirror images. Then I roll to the side and stand amongst them. One on the horseback, one in a cool pose, one with the glaive in his hand, and one standing in the wind. But they don't know which one that is. Mirror images cast. I am waiting. Let us do battle.
That was dope. Okay, Orkira, what are you doing?
So I watch Briv and this orc tumble off the cart near me. Can I tell, because it's got to be close by and he's just sliced into this thing, is this undead? Is this some horrible grafted monster thing? Like, can I try to tell what's going on with this creature?
You can make an Arcana check or a medicine check.
I would love to make a medicine check. Thank you so much. That would be a dirty 20.
Wow. Okay.
Oh no, wait.
Yeah,
I am so sorry. I still have a -3, so that would be that'd be 17 actually.
That's fine. So there's a lot of surgery here. This thing.
Yeah.
And there's actually like pus around the areas of stitches of the stitches. So like the flesh doesn't seem to be really combining with the orc flesh that much. You're not quite sure what type of flesh, but it's not native to this particular creature. But this thing has been kind of Frankenstein together to form whatever it is.
Ugh. Do I have any sense? Is there anything I can do for this creature?
You want to heal it?
No, but
we are the strangest group, and I love it.
We once tried to heal a kraken. I mean, it's not going to get weirder than that.
Yeah,
I did heal a kraken.
Exactly.
I think you're thinking more of a
into a mind
restoration.
flayer, and good times.
Yeah.
Yeah, is this something that is fixable, or is this creature beyond my ability to help?
You can give me an insight check.
Insight.
I'll allow that.
While this is happening, Todd, I want to make a quick proclamation because this is a call I can make real quick. I know that we typically do limit of 5 legendary bundle giveaways during our stream, but because everyone's self-quarantining now and we're all trying to help each other out and trying to spread the joy of gameplay, we're not going to have that limit. Let's say through the end of May. So as we're streaming here, if there are more than 5 that do happen during the stream, we'll just give away however many we want to through the end of May. So let's see if it happens.
That's so awesome, Adam. I love the way that Beyond is taking care of people for this.
You're
Like, it
amazing.
means so much to be really just helping people out.
We're all in this together.
So
Right.
but thank you for doing that. That's
Our
so
deaths
cool.
won't be in vain when Todd rolls hot against us.
This is
And the
another
mods-
20 that I can roll.
Yeah, I know, right? So mods, thank you for helping to take care of that. And my insight with my bonuses and my negatives was a 19.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be operating with any kind of mental capacity.
Okay. With that, I'm going to dash as quickly as I can over to Penelope because I probably don't see freely, and I'm immediately gonna. But Penelope's kind of like in front, and I think exposed. So I'm gonna dash over to her and put my hand on her shoulder and go, "Time to death ward the halflings," and I will give you a death ward.
Thank you.
And that
It's
will be
time
the end
to
of my
death
turn.
ward the halflings.
I want that as a shirt.
I will say, first of all, yes, I require this merch, but the fairy fire should have broken my stealth, so you should be able to see me.
Yeah.
Even I was hiding, but when I came out to do a thing, you'd know where I was.
You'll be next.
Okay.
I'll stay alive till then.
Yes.
All right,
Give me
Alyndra,
6 more seconds.
What are you doing, Alyndra?
I'm going to speak the name of the wind, and I am going to summon a storm sphere to put over the 3 attacking creatures.
Okay.
So there is a 20-foot radius of 40-foot sphere of whirling air. Each creature in the sphere, when it appears, must make a strength saving throw or take 2d6 bludgeoning damage.
Oh God.
A lot of wind going on. Just like a storm here.
Oh
Just
God.
used to Briv's hot
And
air.
then,
That's what happens when Briv
Huzzah.
so much
depending
cheese.
on how that goes, there is more that will happen.
Well, they all failed. So
Okay, so
start
they're
rolling
going to
damage.
2d6 bludgeoning.
There's a 1, a 3, and a 6.
So they take 4 bludgeoning,
Okay.
and then I get to make a ranged spell attack against one of them. I have advantage on the attack roll if it is in the sphere, which it is. So my ranged attack roll is going to be.
As they are taking bludgeoning damage, you are seeing that these wounds open up and that their skeletal nature is also metal, exactly like Briv's.
So that's going to be a 21 to hit with lightning,
Okay.
and then it'll take 46.
Todd, to clarify, I'm seeing that and understanding that too.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You are intimate. Like you don't need a roll for that kind of thing. No,
Yeah,
this thing's
got it.
clearly made out of the same metal that you're made of.
It will take 17 damage from the bolt of lightning that shoots out of the sphere of whirling air.
Okay, a bolt of lightning actually flies out and strikes one of them in the head, and it just burns away almost 50% of its entire skull, and its eye melts in its skull, and it slowly just turns to you and regards you coldly, as you can see inside of its ocular cavity, and all of its skull is metal and covered in blood and fried skin. And slowly, you see the skin getting replaced with the green grafts that have been applied to this orc, and it seems to feel absolutely no pain. And now it's gonna go. The one that is attacking Briv.
It needs to make a strength saving throw. That one probably won't. Never mind.
Yeah, that one's with Briv. That is definitely a miss. I don't even need to look at the armor class, and that one's a hit. One strikes.
Okay.
Take 5 points of damage. It stabs at you fairly ineffectively. And now it's your turn. The others
Okay.
are making strength saving throws to even get past the gust of wind, correct?
Correct. And if they fail, they take damage.
How much damage? Can you go ahead and roll that for me?
12, 13, 14 points of damage.
How do you... Whoa!
Druid.
Yeah. How do you envision that damage being? That it's a wall of wind? Is it just like rocks are flying and hitting them in the face?
They try to enter the wind, and it just like pushes them back, and they impale like on a branch.
That happens to all but one. One manages to push through. Others are like being impaled on branches. Others are getting hit by rocks that seemingly fly in the air of the wind wall. And again, you see them slowly healing, but not quite catching up to the damage that they are taking.
All right, the one that succeeds makes 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And did the one that succeed, is it the one that's fairy fired or one of the ones that fairy fired?
It is the one that's fairy fired, actually.
Hey,
yeah.
Good times.
So, Briv, what are you doing?
So I definitely recognize the metal, but do I also recognize that this creature is not sentient or intelligent? Or is there
I would need an insight check on that one.
Yeah, that's
you
fine.
get divine sense.
I would have also called out. Like,
okay, that's fine. If Orkira will like called that out, that's fine.
Yeah, I got a dirty 20 on the insight check also.
Yeah, you would have heard me like debating out loud whether I should try to help or hurt this creature, and then
got it. So I'm just going to at this point in time, you see I've sliced twice with the great sword, and I kind of spin it around as a bonus action, turn it into a just a pretty large maul at this point in time. And I'm going to just like try to come over kind of sledgehammer style there.
Okay.
And that is a 23. And I'm going to attack twice. That's a 20 on the die. 20 on the die, folks.
Wow.
20 on the die. It's a beautiful little.
The universe knows we need nat 20s today.
You shouldn't have said it out loud. Now it's going to be.
Yep.
True.
Yep.
So I don't know. Let's see. Damage here. So. It's a lot of damage. Sorry, it's going to take me a second.
No, you're fine.
If this thing is not dead yet, I am going to smite for sure. So
okay, let me know what the initial damage is.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
All right, so it's going to be. That is 32 for the normal stuff for between both attacks. And then again, I will smite if I need to.
It is. Say again.
I will smite if it's still standing.
Yeah, it's still standing, but barely. Like it's got organs now exposed.
Got it. All right, I'll expend the highest level spell slot, third level spell slot there.
Okay, go and roll.
And that does 12 additional points of damage.
Okay. All right, it takes 12 additional points of damage, and you just burn away lots of this flesh, and you can see the metal structure. Tell me exactly how you kill this thing.
So I kind of just slammed down with the maul at that point in time, and I see that it's still standing, and just kind of you see a little bit of a puzzled look on Briv's face. He's realizing this is the same metal and everything, and then the thought kind of crosses his mind, like maybe I don't want to ruin this metal because I might want to look at it. And so then he's going to just simply take the maul and try to hit it right upside the temple. And he kind of a little gently does it to do the damage, but then he sees that it's still standing, and then he smites. Yeah. And you see the holy blue energy kind of go through the metal, and you almost see it like it's also kind of inside Briv's bones here, like the metal all the way through the weapon. It's all one. And then it's almost like a jolt, like a taser, into the thing, and it falls over.
All right. It falls. What are you doing, Freely?
So right now, the one that's fairy fired made it through.
Yeah.
The wall, right?
Yep.
I am. Then there's two that are still being blown around, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would like to activate Peerless Athlete.
Okay.
And use my attack to grapple it.
Okay. You're just running at it, and you're going to try to grapple.
Just like shoot for a double leg. Yep.
Do I need you to make a attack roll first off?
Yes, but no. It's an opposed check. It replaces my attack action, and it fights back either with athletics or acrobatics.
Ew, this is gonna be rough, buddy.
I'm pretty
go
good
ahead
at
and
this,
roll.
though.
You're really good at this.
It's true.
For a fact, you're really good at this.
It's true. I'm also gonna cutting words it.
Okay.
So, I take 6 points off of it, whatever it rolls.
Okay.
And I'm just like, stupid undead metal thing.
It is now down to 13 and a 19.
I got a 21. So,
right. What are your cutting words? What's your big?
No, I really am. It's just I'm just like, you stupid undead orc thing and metal bones, like my friend. I wanted to let us go.
You rush it, you grapple it, and you hit hard metal. Like it is uncomfortable. This thing's bony and not necessarily well fed, and you just slam right into it. But you've grappled it. You just, maybe you Black Widow it. I don't know how you want to do that, but
at this exact second, I've only dropped its speed to 0. If I want to knock it flat, I have to do another attack. So at this exact moment, it just can't move. That's the only thing that's really happened to it.
Okay.
But I have a leg that I'm working for position on, essentially. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Penelope, it's your action. What are you doing?
I am going to hold my action because right now my job is to protect everyone from more of these things getting in, and I'm assuming there were still 3 on the other side, right? So I've got 2.
There's 3 trying to get in on the other side as well,
and then the 2 that are still out. So my job is just that right now, since it's a concentration spell.
Okay. All right, and that means it's Keen's turn.
You know you can do another spell while you're concentrating.
Yeah. Do you know how many druid spells are concentration though?
Yeah.
It's very hard to find anything that's not concentration.
They are the
But
concentration
warlock
class.
spells.
Yeah. No, I don't get anything good for that. I don't think either. Well, actually,
you have an Eldritch Blast.
I don't know.
Penelope, give in.
Give in to the
Give in to your darkness.
I do actually have. Okay, what did I have prepared? Oh God.
Unlimited power.
Pretty limited power.
Somewhat limited power.
Yeah,
1d10 power.
Limited power.
Power with some
power with a short rest.
Brief text at the bottom in the contract.
Spell slots.
Power that comes back on short rests. Hey,
The only spells I have right now are Friends, Prestidigitation, and Illusory Script. So I'm ready to get the heavy hitting going.
Yeah, that seems like a Penelope buy into Warlock energy.
Yes, exactly. I was trying to play
people
it.
like me.
That's totally on brand. Yep.
Yeah, that's on brand.
So so back to holding my action.
Okay. All right. All right, Keen, what are you doing?
If I were in my summer, perhaps I too would go beyond the wind wall and enjoy the carnage, but I'm in my spring. I protect the protectors. If any come near, it is they that will be dealt with. I hold for any that dare come near. For now, are any within the reach of my 10-foot glaive?
No. They have not made it through yet, but
I will protect the spellcasters as an Eldritch Knight must.
Okay. Orkira, you're up.
Are these things undead, or they're just healing really fast?
They're just healing very fast.
Okay. Freely, hold that one still. I
got it.
I'm gonna cast my spiritual weapon, which I can do again. Yay! So.
Okay.
I am
every time.
So excited to have everything back. All right, so yes, little tiny phoenix shows up next to you and is going to make an attack against this with a -3. But hey, I'm still super happy about it.
You have advantage because he's fairy fired.
Yeah, that's true.
Cool. That will help. Not terribly much though. 7. So I rolled 17, then -3, 6, so 14. Does that hit?
Yeah, it hits.
Okay. That will do. I just cast it at its basic level, so.
Hey, wait a second. When you summon the Phoenix, it's like gigantic and earth-shattering, but the Phoenix that fights with me is like pocket-sized. Like, is this like a halfling joke, Orkira?
The Phoenix's proportion proportionate to the faith of the person near it.
Ooh.
Sometimes I need lots of fire, and sometimes I just need a little bit of fire. That's all.
This is very valid. This is indicative of my experiences with the Phoenix. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
And
gonna
everyone.
be. I mean, if you want, I can make it huge. And then you watch as this tiny little phoenix becomes the size of Briv. It still is only going to do 9 force damage.
It's fine. Briv looks meaner than he is. It's fine.
It's a little spread out. Like, I haven't actually given it any more form. I've just like expanded it so now it's all pixelated, but now there is just a giant Briv-sized phoenix next to me. It's a little less impressive because it's huge, but just so yeah. But it does that force damage, and then it'll stay there. And then that was my bonus action. So as an action, I'm then gonna Sacred Flame it. So it is grappled, so it needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
I put the condition right there in chat to keep it easy for you.
Speed bonuses, so condition ends.
Already down to 0. It doesn't mean it can't make a dexterity saving throw though.
Okay, so dexterity saving throw DC 17. Because that I don't have any deterrence.
I think it's only restrained that affects the saving throw.
Yeah.
What was the save? 17
dexterity.
It fails.
Awesome.
By 1 point.
Going to take oh yeah, and I get to do more. 6, 9, 10, 12, 13. 14 radiant damage.
Whoa. Okay, what was the spell again?
Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame. Yeah, you just start burning away its flesh at that moment, while Freely is riding it like a bull.
And I will continue to stand next to Penelope and be like, these things I'm not happy. No, what are those? That's it.
All right. We are on Alyndra. Alyndra, what are you doing?
As a bonus action, I'm going to use the Storm Sphere to send a bolt at the creatures. And did any of them end their turn in that sphere?
We're about to find out.
Okay, they haven't gone yet. So I'll send a bolt of lightning towards the last turn. They should have taken it then.
Very, very
as well.
frightening.
It was when it appeared, and then at the end of their
Galileo?
They have not had that turn yet. You go ahead and do what you're doing.
Then I'm sending a bolt to the creature that Freely has grappled.
Okay.
So there's a bolt of lightning.
Become easy go.
It is in fact very, 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 very frightening.
26 to hit.
Jeremy Crawford, Chris Perkins, give me the patience.
Give me the strength.
Perkins, rocks fall, everybody dies. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Wait,
don't give me Perkins's patience. I'm not remembering every game I've had with him. What happened?
12 lightning damage.
12 lightning damage.
And then.
And what?
Oh, and then I get to do something else.
What is the other thing? Because that one dies.
Okay, then I will do this on something else.
The one I'm grappling is dead?
Yeah, it's now a smoking crater of a tortured metal mass of flesh.
Oh, great.
I am a smoking crater of a tortured metal mass.
The content I subscribed for. This is the content I subscribed for.
We want to do a musical episode for forever.
Don't forget to subscribe to the D&D Beyond Twitch channel.
For more music.
Get some really cool emotes.
For more singing about
that musical now.
Yeah.
And then
I think Jen just did.
I'll look to one of the other ones that's in the sphere. I will reach out into its mind, and I will cast a 3rd level mind spike.
Oof. Okay.
So it needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
All right. It got a 15.
It will fail.
It fails. Go and roll your damage. And then you will be able to know where it is at all times. Killing your friends.
So it's 13 damage.
Okay.
And I'll always know where it is.
That's psychic damage, correct?
You know what? I'm so sorry. I can't cast that spell right now. I lied.
Okay.
Scratch that. I'll do Toll the Dead instead.
Okay, go ahead.
Apologies. I point at it instead, and a bell rings out.
Okay.
Terrifying to it, comforting to us.
Right, we'll go and roll your damage.
Okay.
This is a big toll of the dead.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's 12 points of damage.
It takes 12 points of damage? All right, and that's
Yes.
necrotic?
It is necrotic damage, yes.
Okay, awesome. It seems to actually affect it more. And now their turns. A lot of them are significantly damaged, but they're healing. And 1, 2. King near you, 2 of them rush and get through the wind wall.
My hold will engage at this point, and I will attack the bigger one, the more dangerous one, the one that is online to attack the people behind me. I am not worried about myself.
Okay, Jen, go ahead and roll your Storm Sphere, by the way, damage, and let me know later how much damage the ones who are still stuck in it do. All right. Yeah, so one of them is rushing directly towards Orkira Eldrux at this moment, and the other one is making a beeline for Alyndra Sarrbarand. So which one are you?
Are any of these going past me?
Yeah, they would have to be.
Okay. So
and they are almost like homing missiles. They are not acting in a intelligent manner.
So the one that is going toward, so where is Keen? He's in front of Alyndra and Penelope, and then I'm closer to Orkira.
Yeah.
So whichever one he is not attacking, which I'm assuming is the one maybe going toward Orkira.
Yeah.
I'm going to use reaction to make an opportunity attack.
Okay, you can do so. Right after Keen does his thing.
I should still be over by Penelope as well because I death warded and I haven't moved yet. So
well, whichever one Keen doesn't attack and gets through, I'm going to.
I believe that he is closer to them. I'll allow him to get that done because they have to pass him to get to me.
Yeah, but there's 2 of them, so
no problem.
All right, that's fine. What the first one that passes me then?
Okay,
I'll do that.
There's plenty for everybody.
Yeah.
That's a 20, dirty 20 there.
Okay.
The attack roll, and that deals that's 12 points of damage. I'm going to go ahead and smite again, and that is going to do 12 more points of damage. So did I say 12 before? So 24 total.
It is 24 points of damage. You burn through it, but it's still very much alive, staring at you. I need a perception check or insight check.
Either one is a 3.
Either one is the 3.
Yeah.
Nope. You don't notice nothing.
He's an orc of action.
Yes.
You see a very large bird fly in the sky, and you're like, "Oh, pretty."
I does not have time for minor details.
No time for perception. All right, Keen Deapreth, you're up to bat. Literally.
I know that Orkira is a little weak and shaken, so I will attempt to protect her to the best of my ability. I know that Alyndra is a very well-versed spellcaster, and she can protect herself for a moment. So I will deal with the one that is moving towards Orkira first, since she is slightly weakened by her new life. I have already rolled the attacks. The lowest armor class that I have hit is 20.
Okay, you definitely hit.
So they all hit then out of 3.
Yep.
My multiple cells start to spin all around them, and I start to spin the glaive very quickly, cutting once, then reversing the cut a second time, and then slamming it into the center mass a third time. It is a total of 30 points of physical damage. There is 12 points of fire damage on top of that.
Okay.
Is this one still standing?
You kill it. Tell me how you kill this thing.
When I stab it for the last time, I let its momentum carry it into me, and I step back and let the end of my glaive drop into the ground. It pole vaults into the air where I hand it to myself on the other side. He picks it up and spins it around and hands it to him, and then to my third mirror image. Boop, 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 boop. and I throw them back out into the wind. We need for space to fight. Next.
Okay. That's amazing.
I also now step towards the other one with my movement so that I can defend Alyndra because that's the one who has a vector path on her.
At this exact moment, you hear a very familiar sound of pipes being blown. Eladrin pipes from the Feywild. And all of these strange orcs go limp for a second and then start trying to run away as fast as they can.
That is unexpected. Is the one charging to Alyndra within 10 feet?
The one, yes, it is. And they were all like conjoining on all of you. You hear the sound of some kind of wind instrument, and they stop and turn around almost mechanically, running away now.
Is the one that I dropped still at my feet?
Yeah, it's still at your feet.
Okay, yeah.
I use my reaction. I use my reaction and I use Sentinel, my feet, and I strike the one from running. I strike him.
Oh, I see what you're saying, Briv. Sorry. It is trying to run away now. Yeah. But the dead one is dead.
Oh, okay.
The what one is dead? What?
The dead one is still dead, but the other one you didn't kill it. It's
yeah. Understood. I'm talking about the dead one. Yeah.
Dead one's not moving. Sorry about that.
I use Sentinel to strike the one that is nearest Alyndra.
Okay.
And I strike it in the leg, armor class 22.
It hits.
For 8 points of damage, 7 points of fire damage, and it has 0 movement. I spin it, clip it, slam it down, and stand on its small of its back.
Oh, no.
You are going nowhere.
Okay. You reduce that thing's speed to 0. You cut its whatever you want to do. You impale it or you slash its tendons, but it's something is not moving anymore. They are no longer attacking, and they're actually running back through the wind wall that Penelope Half-Pint has, and they're going to. I need Jen. Can you please roll your storm sphere? And I need Penelope Half-Pint to roll her wind damage as well again.
Penelope actually lets the wind wall down because if they're fleeing, she doesn't want to hurt them.
Okay.
I tell the others those are the war horns of the Eladrin. I do not know why they are here.
Everything else here has been terrible, so I guess we're about to find out.
Why dost thine people have the same kind of metal that lives within my bones?
Who are you saying this to?
I'm saying it to Keen when he says something about the Eladrin horns.
These things may have them, but the Eladrin are in the distance. I can hear their horns, but
But aren't they controlling them? If they blow their horns, they follow.
I believe that is fear we see.
I see.
Are the ones that are they running back towards the sound, or are they running away from the sound?
They are running towards the sound.
They're running towards
like
the
dogs
sound.
to a whistle.
Keen, I think that noise, they're going towards it.
Expeditious retreat. I'm after him.
Oh god. Okay.
Yeah, I can send Griff along as well to go watch.
Okay.
I haven't death warded you yet, and I will.
I'm gonna try to mount a horse, and I just say, "Hello, new nameless horse," and I still say, "I wish that I had a griffin betwixt my thighs," and I'm just gonna keep saying it until it happens, and I take
it keeps on being
privacy of your own home, Briv. Privacy of your own home.
I will sprint to jump on the back of Briv's horse, and I will stand and hold on to his shoulder as he rides it.
Wait, you're on Briv's horse, and you're standing on the horse?
Yeah, on its haunches.
Okay.
But then he's got his hands on my shoulders.
Yeah.
Because he has to look epic doing everything.
It looks super metal.
Just simply says, "Regulators, mount up."
All right. I need an acrobatics check with advantage because kindness for Keen.
Because Briv is super stable. That's why he's getting advantage.
Super stable.
Dirty 20.
Okay, you do so. This dramatic, impressive moment. This.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was athletics.
Yeah. Oh, it's even better, isn't it?
No.
Oh, it's not. Okay, thank God.
16.
60. Okay, it's not as impressive.
Little
Wait,
wobbly.
wait.
Little side to side. Little side to side now.
Little side to side. Yeah, not fully goalless.
Expeditious retreat lets me dash every round, so I'm moving 3 times my movement instead of 2, basically. So it's just like
and Briv's riding the horse, and Freely is like going faster than the horse.
Wait, so
Briv is like
that really upsetting moment, and Logan went.
and then at this point, because Briv would absolutely do this, knowing that Keen is still on the horse, I'm going to jump off and cast Expeditious Retreat as well, and I'm racing Freely.
And I briefly consider jumping off and holding on to both of them.
And I'm flying behind them at 50 feet, going like, I still need to death ward you. Hold on a second.
And Alyndra and I are just left in the dust.
And looking at each other, going,
So do you like being a druid, or?
I have my moments.
We've never had that conversation.
Circle of the Moon. That's all I'm saying. Should have been Circle of the Moon.
I need dexterity saving throws from Keen. Oh, I'm so glad that wasn't an actual roll. From Keen Deapreth, Briv, Steel Marrow, and Freely.
I'm
They
going
were
to
struck
cash
by a
in.
fireball in the center of the forest.
Have I caught up with Freely at this point in time?
I need you know what? Let's just make this a roll. I want athletics checks or acrobatics from Freely, since this is a competition now. From Freely and Briv.
Oh, this is the running, not the fireball, right? Because I'm going to use my inspiration for the fireball, but for the running, we can just put it. So you say acrobatics or athletics?
Yeah, it's your choice.
That is 23.
Okay.
27.
24. Sorry, 24. But still.
No,
not
I'm sorry. It was a 19 on the dice, so it's 26. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm 24.
Yeah. Briv briefly starts passing you while you're both running.
But I am now within 10 feet of him for this dexterity.
That's
saving.
true.
Believe it or not,
plus 4 to it.
I'm actually not too stressed about him catching up, because I'm like, yeah, we're gonna go do paladin stuff, and then like, boom.
You're doing great for a halfling.
Yeah. And I'm gonna cash in my inspiration for this save.
Okay.
Is it just the 3 of them? I see the fireball go off in front of me.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I see where it came from?
No, you do not.
Damn it.
You know what? I'm also gonna cash in my favored by the gods. Just gonna make sure I don't get blown up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I got an 18 on the dexterity saving throw.
22 for me total.
Wow.
Dirty 20 for my saving throw.
Okay, everyone who got over a 20, you're taking 23 points of fire damage.
20 and over, or over 20?
Everyone who succeeded is taking 23. Everyone who didn't is taking 46.
So
Do you need a 20 and over, or
everyone who got over 20 succeeded?
So you
got
need
20.
at least
half
21.
damage. Sorry, I said this in a very weird way. I acknowledge that.
So
I'm so
own
sorry
up
for
to
everyone
it.
at home. I don't know how I just did that backwards. Never done it.
Okay.
Backwards before.
So I need a 21 or over, or 20?
You needed a 20 or over.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Like, I very much imagine that like Briv like rides up to the horse and jumps off and catches up to me, and I'm like, oh, you're pretty fast to be made out of metal. And I wow, boom.
And he hides behind me, and I take most of it.
Sure. I jump on his back. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, you literally take most of it, and like maybe Freely just kind of like ducks behind him for a second and keeps running. The horse, however, dies.
Oh.
Buttermilk, no.
Unnamed horse, number 3, I shall avenge thee.
The entire area is on fire now.
I hit my divine sense. 60 feet, undead constructs, fiends.
None of those.
Or not
things.
constructs, sorry. Undead and fiends and evil.
Yeah, you don't sense any of that.
When you do that, do you stop for a second? Can I catch up to any of you?
I'm pretty sure the fireball probably stopped me.
Okay.
Did it affect the orcs that were running?
Actually, if Briv can act, like he's gonna continue to go.
Okay, you can keep running.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
keep moving.
I'm gonna continue to go as I'm running. I'm just rubbing my arms, and then I kind of like cock them, Cavill style, and lay on hands, 50 points, and then I am just yelling out, "We mean thee no harm, unless thou mean it to us," and I'm just yelling that.
Okay.
To Penelope's point, did the orcs get caught in the fireball?
No, they did not.
Do I see anything at this point in time?
You don't see anything. It's a pretty dense forest. It's one of those.
Okay, if that's the
the
case,
kind of forest you've been in, where it's kind of a nightmare of like, after about 30 feet, 60 feet, it's hard to see.
Okay,
anything.
if that's the case and it's not an open area and it's dense with trees at this point, I will definitely stop at that point.
Okay.
Get in front of Freely at that point. Say the same thing though and lay on hands.
Okay.
I would minor illusion just to make my voice louder, because I could. It says this from as loud as a scream. I don't know what that is, even though I'm not screaming. So as loud as I can, I'm like, "Come out. We just want to talk."
I'm going to swoop by. I'm going to slap Freely on the back. I'm going to cast Death Ward, and then I want to go like 10 feet up and see if I can see anything. Like, here, finally, jeez. Ah.
Oh, yeah, thank you. No, I'm fine. Look, I'm okay. It's just a scratch, a little cinch. I'm fine. I've been smoked.
I have, at the time of the explosion, allowed my dragon armor to absorb some of the explosive fire blast. It is tuned against fire, so I take half of the saving throw that I made. Then I utter the word for absorb elements, and I take half of the half. I hit the ground off of the dead horse, and I continue to walk forward. Now I am slightly miffed. Even though I'm in my spring, it is a burning spring. And it smells like horse meat. And I am out of cheese. I walk forward.
Okay.
Miffed Eladrin. Oh, no.
What's Griff doing, Alyndra?
Griff is seeing what's happening, so I would look to see what's going on. Can Griff see anything from above that they can't see from the ground?
You can see several of the orcs running back away. You see a man clad almost completely in elven metal chain, mithril. The make of it is somewhat alien to you, that you're not quite sure. It seems the armor itself, where there are actual hard parts, seem to be strangely twisted and warped, ghastly faces from the Feywild. And the figure itself has a twisted face carved into the actual front of the helmet. And next to them is a cloaked figure in just rotting black robes. And you can't see that the creature's face, the one in the robes, but you can see gnarled green skin, warded, and long yellow nails. And its
like
hand
the hag we saw?
is just gently resting on the shoulder.
Does one hand not have nails on it?
No, it's got full length nails.
On both hands?
Yeah.
Okay, but it looks like the hag at all that we saw? From what I can see?
Give me an amazing perception check.
My passive is 21.
Yeah, that's not gonna. I need a roll.
Okay. That would be a nat 20.
Hey!
So that's 26.
You're welcome, internet, and thank you, Adam Bradford, for granting us extra 20s.
Thank you. You're
Thank
doing
you,
the Lord's work, Adam. Thank you, D&D Beyond.
Yeah, it is definitely the hag.
What?
And you just hear laughing, and she slowly looks up at the owl. Hi. It's so good to finally see you again. It's been so long.
I turn toward Penelope and I go, the bitch is back.
Does Briv or Freely
do we
see
see
any
this?
of that
because
yet?
Briv,
Yeah, has
Freely, and
anybody
Kane are
seen
there,
this?
and Orkira's there. Yeah, dude. Orkira's
Yeah,
flying.
Griff got ahead of you. You haven't seen it yet.
But we do have group chat up. We have a very telepathic bond. So
We do?
now I.
You gotta tell me. Yeah, you
Oh, okay,
don't
so
have it up unless.
Then I won't have it up. That's fine.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I just as a standard, whenever we're traveling, whenever we have downtime, I'd like to.
Just let me know that you're casting it. And don't say group chat if you can, because I will become confused myself.
Because we've got an actual group chat.
Because we have actual group chat.
People of the internet, we have a group chat.
Wait, like in my Facebook Messenger or?
Yeah, it's like Freely's phone buzzes. Holy crap! It's the Hag. Oh.
No, that's your other. That's your Warlock pact.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey guys, I got left off of the group chat again. What's going on?
But you were dead. It's awkward.
Yeah, I know. I understand.
Well,
So
it's better
at
than
this
not being
point,
invited.
At this point, Penelope would say, "Alyndra, let's go!" And
We
she'd
need
be
to
rushing
go.
forward. Yeah.
Can you take a form that's faster that I could ride, perhaps?
If we're in free action, I will wild shape into a giant eagle, and we will fly.
I will hop on her back.
Only in D&D, everyone. Can you turn into something
Why,
I
it's
can
awesome.
I can ride? Yeah, man. Yeah,
I got this.
Gotcha.
This feels like home. This feels like Clan Monkeymouse.
Aw.
But my voice should be echoing all through the forest of me being like, come out,
Yeah.
face us. Do we hear any sort of reaction to that?
You just hear laughter.
Where?
Do we recognize that as the Hag?
Oh yeah, you just hear.
And then at this
man.
point, Briv just kind of looks back to Freely and says, "We dost mean her harm."
We let her go once. Okay, all right, let's go do it. Time to go to work. All right.
And I like pop my sword out, like shing.
You can see, and it's very far away. You can see her and this figure that I've described, and this elven chain and plate mail that's has a horribly ghastly, twisted, Feywild-like face on the metal plate. The shoulder pauldrons seem to be just like faces of perhaps enemies they've defeated that they had carved and inscribed in their pauldrons, just screaming in agony. Everything about it is this weird mixture of beautiful silver chainmail and horror at the same time. And this creature that's armored in this way is extremely thin, and feels very elven in nature.
Roughly how far away are they?
Oh, we're talking. I mean, it's like 120 feet. It's a ways.
But it is 120 feet.
We'll say it's 120 feet.
Because I'm like, excuse me, Miss Hag, let me just ask you a quick question. Eldritch Blast.
You can try. Go ahead and roll.
Hand to God. It's a natural 20.
No! Oh my goodness.
I would not lie about an Eldritch
that we
Blast.
I made a terrible mistake.
Yeah, I'm glad that we have Adam Bradford on tape.
So maybe
this
next
episode doesn't
For
appear,
replay.
Later.
Better say maybe next week there's a max of one. Okay.
End of May. I stand by what I
End of
said.
March.
There's been at least one episode in where we rolled 0 natural
It's
20s.
true,
So
I
it's
think.
just the balance. That's
It's
all that's
totally
happening.
happened. I know.
It's
So-
like eating cheese. It gets everything rebalanced.
I hit her. I hit her with both bolts, by the way. Like I feel like I'm either gonna drive her off or she's gonna stand and fight. So
Okay.
30 points of damage total.
All right. You do 30 points of force damage, and she is like, oh God. I can't believe you killed me. You don't know how long it's been since I wanted to see you again.
Yeah, we do. It's been like 2
It's
days.
It's been like
2 days.
Oh, it
Yes.
has not been 2 days.
No.
It's been
That is
so
kind of ominous.
much longer for me. And it's been so much longer. And she caresses the chest plate of the man next to him. For him.
Who art thou?
Oh, I'll answer for him. His name is Furion.
Oh shit.
And he's so happy to meet you again.
Can I hear this?
Yeah.
Can I hear this?
You hear it.
We have no way to contact Averin, right?
No.
No, did we have a sending stone? Anyone, anything?
I have sending.
I have sending as well, though. In this moment, I think.
Right. Yeah. All right. Expeditious retreat charge. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like coming to the woods. Let's go.
Oh, halfling.
She just slowly raises her arms. Yes, please. I'd like to try this one more time. And as she raises her hands slowly, seawater just rises in the entire forest all around you and starts going all the way up to your waists.
Oh, man. I hate it. Hags.
Everyone's movement speed is reduced by half at least for
Except
now.
we're flying.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm flying.
Everyone who's flying is fine. Okay, that's fine.
Wow.
Oh, to get a griffin betwixt like
metal bubbles. Even thine oxygen is made out of metal. What's everyone doing?
I form a little tube out of the metal from inside and it just goes up over the sea level just a little bit.
Penelope, if she sees this, is immediately she because she can't speak, but it's her way of saying sorry, Alyndra, and she's gonna try to get as low as possible, whip out of wild shape, and cast control water. Where she lands in the water, she just bam, and she's gonna part the water for her friends.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Does it need any kind of roll?
You part the water. Way more metal than water walk.
Describe exactly what it looks like when you do this.
So you just see this giant eagle coming in with Alyndra on top, just and then just you see this like kind of ball up, and then just you see like this red hair just come down and bam through the water, and as she hits it, it just explodes like sideways.
Okay, you do so. As you do so, Furion takes off his helmet, and you see this scarred dark elf visage grin and stare directly at King Deapreth. You let her get me. And that's our adventure. Thank you, everyone, for watching Beyond Heroes. Thank you so much for watching. Congratulations to everyone who rolled a natural 20 and then got a legendary bundle and raffle in chat. Thank you, Adam Bradford, for extending the number of 20s, which probably cursed us to roll more 20s than we probably anticipated. and thank you, everyone at home, for watching the show and for all the wonderful fan art and being such a overwhelmingly positive and kind community. We really appreciate that. Also, after this, you can continue to talk about the show and what a horrible DM I am on Discord.
No, you're awesome.
You're amazing.
I might be a good DM, maybe, but I'm also a horrible person.
Awesome. It's the hag.
Porque no dos, right?
It's the hag that's awful, and we will deal with the hag.
I hate that hag. Whoever invented that hag, that's a terrible person.
Jeremy Crawford.
Every game I've played with Jeremy actually has probably fueled a lot of this.
Yeah.
And do we have any other announcements? Anything else?
Fine. Come by the Discord.
Okay.
Yep. Be kind to one another.
Will there be a link? Will there be a link somewhere for the Discord?
In the chat, yeah. Are we
there should be a link in the chat for the Discord. If you just come to the D&D Beyond Discord, you can join us for the next 30 minutes. We're going to chat about the show, and you can win a player's handbook because we haven't given enough away to this.
Yeah, never enough.
This.
It's just the beginning.
It's never enough.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Do try not to eat cheap cheese. Don't listen to Briv Stillmarrow. It's very dangerous.
Stay safe, everyone.
Stay safe, everyone.
Wash your hands.
Yeah, wash your hands.
Care yourselves.
Do not eat food you find on gravestones. Yes.
No.
Especially not now.
Especially not now. We love you, and we will see you next week. Bye.